How routine it is for counter-terrorism to be involved in a situation like this?
So, in simple terms, the counter-terrorism police will be involved if it is a person of particular note. So it's someone in the public eye, someone part of the government, or falls within that bracket of a viable prospect for a terrorist to potentially target. So, a standard murder, not that there is ever such a thing as a standard murder, but a murder that doesn't involve someone of prominence wouldn't necessarily have the same value in terms of a terrorism angle. So that's why they will be involved initially, to ensure that they can either confirm or discount if there is no terrorist connection.
Also joining us is political commentator Alex Dean. Alex, good evening to you.
Hi, Michelle.
There's a lot of conversation online as we speak about the safety of MPs. We heard a little earlier on that there's going to now be an urgent review about their safety. Just how safe do you think MPs currently are?
This has plainly been an issue for a long time. I worked for two shadow cabinet ministers who would sometimes wind up doing their constituency surgeries on their own from time to time. If someone had to drop them off, or they would just sit in a drafty church hall and meet people as they came and went. Normally you'd have at least one person with you, but that person isn't a security person normally. It's a note taker or a caseworker, someone who's going to help you deliver on the things that you say in the meeting afterwards. I think it's a real issue, and I thought that one of the really powerful things that John Whittingdale said in when you were interviewing him earlier, Michelle, was that it's important for members of Parliament to be accessible to their constituents, and I accept that. But it can't be at this cost, can it? There's got to be a way we can have both things, that members of Parliament can still see their constituents whilst not running the real risk, as we've seen here now twice in a comparatively short period of time, of being killed by them. I was in the City of London for one of the big yardstick events of the year, when the Chancellor of the Exchequer speaks with the Governor of the Bank of England, and it was the day that Jo Cox was murdered. And that dinner was gavelled to a halt by the Lord Mayor, and speeches were given in her praise and just finished. Never again was the spirit of that night, as there's so many grandees around. I cannot believe that we are here like this again.